All right, so this goes out to my friend Cynthia, who has some chalk pastels, and I'm going to show you what I would do with them if we had more time. But I hear you saying you want to try something, and I love that artists try that. So here are my chalk pastels. They get a little dirty. I use hairspray. I have a black sheet of paper. That doesn't mean that you don't have to use black, but I like it. And then a white, and then a pencil. And I'm showing you first the artwork of Georgia O'Keeffe. Just look at that. Look at those gorgeous colors. All right, and the shades, like we learned with this last project, going from white to light to dark, white to light to, and you already know that. And so this again is the work of Georgia O'Keeffe. I'm going to keep this very simple because I don't have much time to record with. You might want to think about complementary colors. That's what I do this lesson with. So red with green, or sometimes, let's see if she's using it, blue with orange. Those are the mountains right there. And purple and yellow sometimes are used. All right. And you can use oil pastels as well, but I just love the dustiness of, and this one looks gorgeous. So if you can draw a very large flower filling up your whole paper. All right, so let's do this. Here we go. I'm going to turn on my light, and because of the fact that you can't see, I'm just going to go ahead and write my name in the bottom. I want you to do the same as well. And then I'm just going to keep this, like I said, very simple. And this is going to be an enlarged flower. Now you can get this a lot more detailed. I'm just drawing out the petals, and I want you to know I'm recycling. All right, so then I'm just going to go ahead and, ooh, I don't know about this. I don't even think I like this well enough to do that. Let's try this one. Let's try this one. Okay, and maybe Miss K just does need something to look at because I didn't like how that turned out. So I really liked this one, but really any abstract, and there is what we could do. So I'm going to go ahead and just draw that, the little yellow pieces there, and then the ovals at the top. All right, and then as soon as I get it drawn, I'll be able to show you. Yeah, this is much better. See, sometimes Miss K doesn't get it right the first time, and that is fine. Never stop. All right, so there is what I just did, the curved lines, the ovals. All right, and I'm going to make those a little bigger. Now that you're not looking at the direct source, you can be artistic as you want. This is going to be a petal that is over here coming out, and then here's one, this is one, and this is one, and this sort of folds over, so I make that curve, and then this one is falling to this side. So the key to using chalk is we're always doing black last. Black last, black last. All right. Pick the colors you wish to choose. You know Miss Kay loves her teal, but I don't have it in this. So I'm just going to get my oranges, my white, my black. I'm not even going to touch the black yet because it makes your hands dirty. And I'm even going to get some yellow. All right. And get that cut. And notice this is transparent so you can see through it. So you definitely want to make sure that you can erase any problems you have. You can erase this too. All right, so now on every right side I am adding some white. All right, and I'm just going to add white to that. And then I'm going to add, and the blue is going to be last. I actually should not have put the blue in my hand. And I'm working on small spaces. So I'm trying to do this. You're going to put a lot of color in layers on this. All right, I'm going to get my whole arm in this. But it's just dust. Let that dust sit there. I think I could have made that. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. That might be blue, like the background. All right. And before I go any farther, I'm going to use this as a blending tool. So I'm going to just blend, right side blend, and you're going to get really messy. This is the side effect of using this, and already it's all up my shirt. All right. And then this one too. Yeah, I think I am going to leave that white. All right. And then on the other side, I'm going to go ahead because I don't really have a shadow and I don't want to use the black. I'm going to use red as my dark shade of orange because it'll blend and make red-orange. All right. I'm not going to use that peach. I don't like it. I don't think it's bold enough, but you can use it. All right, so right side white, right side white, and you're just repeating. Okay, and then don't blow it, don't blow. All right, now you want to wipe your fingers clean, and you're going to work from the center out. And you can go like this. I hear this a lot. And just look at how creamy it looks. Oh, it just looks amazing, doesn't it? All right. If you like that rough look, great. But you can achieve that with other art supplies. Try to just get it all. Maybe it'll turn pink. Now, this doesn't end like this. You really have to go over and spray and go over and spray. So this is when you go spray. And it stinks. I'm warning you. All right. And then you go back into it. And it creates bold. See how much bolder? All right. Bold. Outline again. You want to get these all perfect because the last step is you're going to add the blue, and you really got to be careful because blue and brown make poopy colors. All right. right, so again, I'm going over with the white. Now you can really concentrate it, like that's all sopping wet, and you can go into the sopping wet spray and see if you like that. But see that pencil showing up? I don't like that. So maybe I shouldn't have drawn it in a pencil. You figure it out. I'm using white right now to just scrub in that color. Okay, go over your yellow again. Okay, then you're going to go into your blue. Once you have it like you want it, and you can even leave that and then blend it. So over here, over here. Oh, this cord's driving me crazy. I'm going to, got nowhere to put it right now. Now you can blend your white with your blue. See how it's lighter up there? Now that's pretty poopy colored, and this is your hairspray making a mess. So just come down here, and I'm going to go over that orange, or maybe I could have just erased it. All right. And then you can also turn this upside down to stay away from it, because you know how my hand was in it. So, and I have a little messy spot there, so I'm just going to cover that up. But as I said, you can take a white and go into it. All right, and really make that crispy edge. Now you could go in, where's the black? The last step. And you know what? I really don't even like using black. All right, and really I would use yellow more. This is very expressive. If you look at George O'Keeffe's works, it's expressive. I just don't like the pencil lines here, so I am going to go over this, and you tell me if I ruin it or not. So I'm going to just do it on one side, use my pinky, and maybe I will wash my finger. All right, but it's just so, like, you just got to be careful with this one. All right, because it could ruin your whole thing and get really mad. All right, I personally would add more color right here. And since I have the orange there, I'm going to use my leftover finger. All right, and so I have a mess now, but that is how I would do. And I don't even like, this color does not match that color, so I would go back over. This by no means to me is done, but at least shows you like something cool you can get started with. But it is very, very messy. All right, good luck, have fun. I don't know if I would have made those black. I think maybe do that. See that, just, and do it on a heavy paper that has some tooth. You can hear the tooth as I'm running my fingers over it. All right, and there's those values going on. All right, so just have fun with it, and then I wouldn't suggest spraying it, because sometimes like it'll disappear and then you'll have those pencil lines again. So try not to do pencil lines, and I wish you luck and enjoy. Thank you for being